Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jonathan with FlipDTSEmpire.com, and today we are going over Courier Q&A. I'm working with Michael Cornell on this. Looks like his group of test strippers had trouble or wanted some advice regarding couriers. How do you hire them? How do you let them trust them with cash? Everything will be answered in this questionnaire. If you have any further questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am Jonathan Avila on Facebook. Thanks, guys. Here we go. How do I trust my courier with cash, and what's a good pay rate? Um, I would say you don't really trust anyone. You account for everything. You are running a business, and you treat it as such. And I'm going to be answering that question of how do I trust my courier and how do I hire in the next question. But when it comes to trusting anyone with cash, you just account for everything. And so basically, how you would account for it is you would buy something like this. It's called a receipt log. You can buy them at Target or Walmart in the office section, or you can just print out sheets like this online, or you can just create them yourself. It's all up to you. And basically, you would customer name, how much cash they spent, and the balance of that. And obviously, it'd be running like a running ledger, and how you would treat it when you give them cash, when they make payments, and such. So that's how I would account for trusting them with cash. And what is a good pay rate? Um, I'm gonna go dive deeper into this first, and why I come to the 25% conclusion. Um, but it should be I base it off profits, and I do about 25%. And so uh, what I do is 25% of the gross profits. Obviously, net profits is what you get. And so the next question is, who do I hire? Now, when it comes to who do I hire, um, I answer this very simply, and people might think this is a cop out, but you would first work within your inner circle of people that you trust. And why I say that is because oftentimes, you will already know, you eliminate a lot of the problems that you would have, the questions that may arise when you're dealing with people that that are in your inner circle that you trust. Does this person have integrity? Can I trust them with money? Are they going to do the job right? Are they going to show up on time? Are they going to take care of my customers? A lot of these things you can't answer until you actually hire someone on the job for someone that you don't know. And that's why I often say, um, hires work with someone that you know and that you trust initially. Um, if you don't have someone that you trust and don't know anyone in your city for whatever reason, um, you're gonna hire someone like this. You're gonna place an ad on Craigslist under the jobs section with a post that looks like this. Subject line: medical supply courier. And the content is basically going to say something like fast-growing medical supply company looking for a motivated part-time courier with room for full-time opportunity. Must have a clean vehicle, 2010 or newer, or whatever you want. Must pass background check. Must have a valid driver's license. Um, there's other things you can add on. Must have good customer service skills. Must be on time. And you can add or remove whatever criteria or requirements that you want, because it's your it's your business, it's your company. um let's move on to the next question. How much should I pay them? That's like the number one question. Besides the cash question, this is like the number one question I get. And I've done two types of things. I've done a flat fee type of payment, and then I also did payments off the off profit splits. And so, there's pros and cons to the both. Flat fee payments plus a gas bonus after so many rides. I usually, maybe offer them like $20 after like 10 rides. I'll do, you can do as much as, you can do it after 20 rides, to make it more worth your time and money. Pros is, flat fee, what to expect. No matter if the order is large or small, um, you know what to pay out. And so if you're getting a big, if you're getting a, let's say you're gonna make 300 bucks on a pickup, you're only paying the courier 10 bucks. That's a nice deal for you, as opposed to the profit split where you'd have to pay them a little bit more money because you're gonna make a good amount of money. Um, it allows you to manage your cash easier because you are paying less to your courier. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you two examples in real time. I'm gonna try to make this as realistic as possible and show you guys examples of what that looks like practically in in the real life test strip world. So we're going to go first with the model of doing the flat fee payment. Oh, let me just break down the cons of the flat fee payment is that you know it might not be worth the time for the courier if you're only paying him 10 bucks or whatever. I say 10 bucks because if you start getting to 15 bucks, some of the profit that you make on these boxes is only 15 bucks. So it might not even be worth it for you to go even higher than the flat fee of $10. And so if you're going to do flat fee, I recommend around $10 for the payment. Um, so you got to make it worth it for you and worth it for them, and that's kind of the balancing act that you have with the flat fee payment. Um, let's go to the next slide. Or you can show them how much to pay them the percentage of profits. I found that paying them anywhere from 20 to 25% to really be the most successful, because the biggest pro is that they stick a lot. If they're making semi decent money, they're gonna stick around a good amount of time if you have the customer base and the pickup amounts to do it. Um, the cons are you're making less money. Correction, you're making less money if you have a larger profit type of split. So you might have to be sharing out money, and then you know you're making even less money if you only have one box. And so what I would recommend to counter even that is that if you're doing if you're doing you know if you're doing a certain type of payments for your couriers, you adjust the payout price to your customer to make sure that you're still profitable. And so I'm going to give you down practical examples. So first one, we're going to do a real life example. Um, let's say in one day you have 3 pickups, and um, I'm going to show you how much you'd be netting if you did the per pickup price or the profit split price. So pickup 1, you got 2 boxes Freestyle Light. The customer cost for that, let's say you're paying 30 bucks, you're selling them for 60 bucks a piece. Um, you're paying your courier 10 bucks, you're profiting 50 bucks from that. All right. Then the next pickup, let's say you get another pickup, you got 1 box of OTO 50 man loaders, you're paying them 10 bucks, courier cost is 10 bucks. And so you're only making $8 off of that. So there's that. You're making 8 bucks off a pickup. Is that really worth your time to be making $8? That's up to you. And then pickup 3. Let's say you get someone, you get a nice little pickup, 4 boxes of Ultra 100. You're paying them 30 bucks as well for that. Total payout is 120. Your courier cost 10. Sales price 240. You're making $110. And so after that $110, your total profit for the 3 pickups is 168 bucks, and your courier made a total of 30 bucks from that. And so now we're going to break it down into the profit. Let's say you're paying them 25% profit. You get 2 boxes, same exact pickup, 2 boxes of Freestyle Light. Customer cost is 60 bucks. Sales price is 120. Your gross profit from that is 60. Now you account for the 25% profit split to your courier. He's making $15 off that. Whereas now your net profit is $45. So you're making a little bit less on that one. Same exact second pickup, 10 bucks, sales price 28, your gross profit is 18. Now you got to divvy that up to your courier. He's making 450. Your net profit. So you're making a little bit more on that 1 box pickup. You're making $13.50 now. For pickup number 3, 4 boxes, OTU 100, payout 120, sales 240, gross 120. He's making 30. Your net profit after courier and everything is 90. So you're making about $12 less. How much was it? 168. Yeah, I'm sorry, you're making about $20 less. $19.50 to be exact. But your courier's making that. And so if you're looking to build a long-term relationship with someone, I definitely recommend the profit split payout format, because you're just, if and you got to look at this person's managing your business. They're putting the time, energy, and effort to take care of your customer base. This is, I recommend paying them a little bit more and you're making a little bit less. And it's, we're talking almost completely passive income. And so, you know, definitely it's worth it to pay. He's making a little bit more of the upside, and you're not having to worry about, the pickups. You're not having to spend your own time and money to do this. Um, how much money should I give them to hold, or should I just give them a PayPal card and transfer? Um, to give them as much money as you feel comfortable, uh, you know, losing on the worst case possible scenario. Because at the end of the day, you got to be prepared for worst case scenarios, but you can also protect yourself. Um, I'd recommend just doing one pickup, and then, as giving him cash for one pickup, 30, 40, $50. If he demonstrates integrity with the small things, more than likely he's going to demonstrate integrity with the larger dollars. So that's why I always recommend, um, start small and then build your way back up. Could one day he just completely betray your trust and run away with a couple $100? Yeah. Is that likely? No, I wouldn't. In my experience, no. Um, the answer to the second question is, how much should I give them, or should I just have them give them a PayPal card and transfer? PayPal, giving them a PayPal card is nice. Just make sure that you you verify your PayPal account and they verify theirs, because there's going to be a limit on the amount of money that they can take. And according to what I know, I think this is always changing. The withdrawal limits are $500. PayPal's always changing. And you can click on the link here, and or you can click on the link there, and it will be it's a link on how to verify your PayPal account. So next question, disregard that number 4. Should I give them a debit card? The very viable solution is running a checking account with a zero balance and then just transferring the money on the bank account that you would use just for the pickups, and then just have them take it out as such. So, um, things to look out for. Make sure that you set or remove the withdrawal limits on your account. So if it's $500, make sure it's $1,000. Or if you don't trust them, make sure you set the limit for whatever you plan on taking out for the day. Because I'm pretty sure you can change that. Certain bank accounts allow you to change the withdrawal limits online. Also keep an eye out for that. Make sure that the bank account that you have has no ATM fees. There's a lot of bank accounts now that offer no ATM fees. So make sure that that's one of the perks of opening the checking account. Next question. Who is ideal to hire? I answered this question, in the previous slide. Typically look for someone that is ambitious, but not too ambitious that you just want to take over your, company and just, run over and take your customer base. And that's kind of a delicate balance that it comes to this business. You want someone that's good at taking orders, that is good at following instructions, and that is very detail oriented. Typically, you want someone that has a flexible schedule. Let me go back here. A flexible schedule, young, if they're young, ambitious, usually like a college student, or like I said, someone in your inner circle. Some qualities that I look out for in a career: ambitious, go-getter, flexible, family or friend, When I say business partner, that's what I'm talking about. Profit splits,